Hello and welcome to my channel, Facets of Elise. My name is Elise and I'm multifaceted, so each video will explore a different facet together. So today, we're gonna do my Aldi Advent Calendar haul. Not an unboxing because I'm not really gonna unbox all of the Advent calendars, but stay tuned if you wanna see the calendars I got and what's included in each of them. So to get started, I do have a little bit of a backstory. I love a good backstory. So I was hanging out with my cousin earlier this month, and in passing, I mentioned the Aldi Advent calendars. So if you're not like me, you probably already know all about the Advent calendars that Aldi comes out around this time of the year. However, this was new news to me a couple of years ago. So I was really getting into all the Advent calendar unboxings I saw here on YouTube. And then I started to do my Googles and see what other brands had Advent calendars. And they were like, Aldi's has a great wine Advent calendar. I'm like, excuse me? Since when? At that time of the year, the launch of the Advent calendar had already passed. I missed it. Was it going to happen? So the next year rolls around, 2019. And I'm like ready, I'm looking, I'm waiting for it. You know, I have my ears to the streets, my eyes are peeled. And the day the Advent calendar was released, I had to work. So me being naive, I was like, well, maybe after I get off work, I can like see it in the store still. Didn't happen. I visited like literally every Aldi on my way home, no Advent calendar in sight. So this year, as I'm talking to my cousin, he's like, yeah, it, launches tomorrow. Tomorrow. I just happen to be off the next day. I'm like, perfect. This is my year to get a wine Advent calendar. That's what I went for. One wine Advent calendar. As you can see, I did some more damage. So my Aldi's opens at 8:30 in the morning. So I said, Elise, get there at 7:30. Be ready. They sell out quickly. Don't play any games. You have no excuse to get in line early. So I arrived to my local Aldi's a little bit before 8. Not 7:30, a bit before 8. And I see cars in the parking lot. I'm like, see, you slept in. You should have woke up and got here on time. You're not going to get one. So there's people in the line. They're already like lines up alongside of the building. And so I'm just like, hands in the air. I'm not going to get one. I waited too late. This is what I get. And the people are holding like these little slips of paper. And I'm like, see, they have paper in their hand. They have like a little ticket. I didn't do my research thoroughly. I am unprepared. Why are you even here? I'm just like, just assuming I'm not going to get anything. So there's a lady that worked at the store and she's walking around with these 3 envelopes in her hand and she's asking people what they're there for. And, of course, as I'm ear hustling to people in line in front of me, she's like, well, what are you here for? And they're like, the wine Advent calendar or the beer Advent calendar or the hard seltzer Advent calendar. And she goes, okay, well, how many of each do you want? You can have 1 or 2. So all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I have the option of getting 2 of each Advent calendar. So 6 total. So she gets to me and instead of just being, oh, I would just like 1 wine Advent calendar, like, a fiscally responsible person would. I go, yeah, I'm here for the wine Advent calendar and the hard seltzer Advent calendar, and I would like 2 of each. So she proceeds to give me this little slip of paper that has a picture of the Advent calendar on it, the date, and essentially that coupon guaranteed me that Advent calendar within the first hour of the store opening. So I did pick up 4 different Advent calendars. I did get 2 of each Advent calendar I picked up. So I'll get into what I have here, go over the items that are included. I'll unbox them slightly, like just a little bit, like we just met. So I want to save the joy of the unboxing for myself a bit in December. But since there are 24 days in the Advent calendar, I'm going to do like the 6th box of each calendar. 6 times 4, 24. That's how my mind works. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, just stay tuned and we'll get into it. All right, so I'm back. First up, I'm going to start with the cheese Advent calendar, and I do have pricings for you guys, just so you know. I am aware that you can't buy these calendars right now in the store, but this will serve for you as motivation for the upcoming season for next year, because I've used videos like this to remind myself mentally to be prepared for the launch next year. So there was a cheese Advent calendar, and it looks like this, and every Advent calendar I was happy to see had 24 things to unbox. So I'm currently on a vegan journey, so I won't be busting in this until next year, like January. But this one includes, I believe, 12 different types of cheese. So it opens like a book. So it has a little Christmas tree there, and you can see all the different spots of the cheese. So on the back, it says you get 24 festive mini cheeses, but there's only the the nutrition facts for 12 of them. Freudian slip, you guys can see where I work. So there's an aged cheddar, a cheddar with chive and onion, and Edam cheese, don't know what that is, a Gouda with herbs, a mild cheddar, a Mediterranean Gouda, a red Leicester, couldn't tell you, cheddar with sage, fiery hot Gouda, mustard Gouda, and black pepper Gouda. So if Gouda is not your thing, this may not be the calendar for you. Next year when it comes out again, I'm sure you can just flip to the back and see. And if you read it, what it says here is 24 festive imported mini cheeses. Experience the countdown to Christmas Day by indulging in a premium selection of delectably crafted European cheeses. Each imported cheese has been hand selected to add a blissful touch of cheese to your festive holiday tradition. Pair and enjoy it with Aldi's 2020 collection wine advent calendar. That's smart. For a countdown experience like never before. So with that being said, I wonder if they partnered, day 24 of the cheese calendar will pair with day 24 of the wine advent calendar. I am going to open up the same day on each calendar, so we'll see if that holds true. So we're going to get into this. And these just say like descriptors of the types of cheeses you'll have inside. They don't pair up with what's inside, I wouldn't assume. So smooth and creamy cheddar, buttery Gouda with the fiery bites. It's just like some little previews of what's to come. So day 6 on the advent calendar is here. And that's what I'm gonna open. And it says right there on the corner, pair with your wine advent calendar. So that's an oversight that I didn't see until now, which is really brilliant. Just marketing genius. I'm gonna be gifting one of these actually, since I bought 2 of them. And if I can open the box, the package, I'll let you guys know what's inside. Who knew the hardest part would be opening the window? So it just folds back, it's perforated. And day 6 is just a Gouda cheese. And I'm having a difficult time removing the cheese from the box. It looks like just a little square, a little packet of cheese, if you will. It doesn't look too exciting from this point of view, but I'm sure, yeah, there you go. So this is what you get, a little block of Gouda cheese. I love Gouda. So yeah, not too bad. It's literally just enough for like a pairing with a small glass of wine. And then the price of this one in particular, the cheese advent calendars were $14.99. So next year, if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend it. From what I can see so far, it's worth it. A little bit of cheese a day. Never hurt anybody, right? So next, let's move on to the coffee advent calendar. I did buy 2 of these as well, with the intent to gift one of them. So the coffee advent calendar, it says unfold for 24 unique single serve cups. So with the cheese, there were only 12 different types. Here you have 24 different flavors. So that's quite exciting. Each day as you count down, you can start with a different bold flavor. And so this one opens up in a book, and it's really cute and festive. You can see how there's like little mini cups on here, and their little spiel on the back of this is, with Barismo, you can discover your true passion for everything coffee. We live and breathe the whole experience, sourcing, roasting, blending the finest beans, offering you the chance to explore experience our aromatic blend. And it tells you back here 24 delectable flavors. They are listed alphabetically, just so you know, like, don't get your panties in a bunch. They're not gonna ruin the surprise for you. But they have an alpha pie, a big island blend, a Brazil, caramel macchiato, caramel pecan, cinnamon sticky bun, Colombian, Costa Rica, Guatemalan, hazelnut coffee cake, holiday blend, Jamaican blend, organic breakfast blend, organic Colombian blend, organic Honduran, organic house blend, organic Peru, organic Rainforest blend, peppermint bark, salted coconut, Santa's blend, spiced eggnog, Sumatra, and white chocolate mocha. So kudos to them for including some organic blends in their advent calendar. It's just sitting there nestled in its spot. And this is the organic Colombian. So like I was saying, you get some organic blends. You can't go wrong with the Colombian blend. And the price of the coffee advent calendar was $9.99. And I think it's priced really well. $10 gives you 24 mornings, a little bit of Christmas joy. So I thought that was a great pickup. So there was a hard seltzer advent calendar. And I don't know if they did this last year. They had a beer advent calendar, a hard seltzer advent calendar, and a wine advent calendar. I went just for this, but I got all of this as I mentioned earlier. So the hard seltzer advent calendar is heavy. Oh, excuse me. It's by Vista Bay. I've never tried Aldi, their brand hard seltzers before. You get 12 different hard seltzers. So on the side here, it tells you what blend you get. What variety you want to put, I should say. This is the ingredients in case that made a difference to you. I mean, alcohol content is all check boards, let's be honest. So in here you get black cherry, coconut mango, ruby grapefruit, blood orange, blueberry, passion fruit, mandarin lime, green apple, peach, raspberry lime, strawberry, and tangy lemon. So let's do day 6 again, keep the theme going. Here it is on the side. So I received 2 of these as well with the intent to gift one of them. And that's what the, I don't know if you guys can see that, that's what the can looks like in its little pocket, just poking out at you. And so this Vista Bay is passion fruit. It's the perfect, you know, hard seltzer serving size. It seemed like it'd be a little small with it in the box, but it truly goes the full depth of your advent calendar. So that's exciting. I'm gonna put that back and say that for the 6th day of the year. I may, you know, the countdown of December. You know what I'm saying, the 6th advent day of the calendar. I'll get back to that. And the pricing of this one, we're getting up there now. The hard seltzer advent calendar was $34.99. All right, so de pièce de résistance. I don't know if I said that right, but here is the wine advent calendar. This was very heavy. It's cute, right? It's a 2020 collection. It came in a nice cardboard box. In this one, you receive 24 different bottles of wine. And I don't believe, yeah, so over here it will tell you. Turn this around. So it tells you here on the side what your different wines are. So you get a Chardonnay, Merlot, a red blend, another Chardonnay, Moselle. They all included their Moscato, the red Moscato, and they also have their sweet rosé. I love a good rosé. And then for Telside, they include their Pinot Noir and their Cabernet Sauvignon. And from Costa, they have their Sauvignon Blanc and their rosé wine. So the front looks just like this. We flip her around. We can get into the 6th day. This is my daily, so excuse the mess behind here, guys. So yeah, let's see where day 6 is. Over here in the corner. Let me pop this out and see. Now, according to them, this will pair well with their cheese advent calendar. So let's see. There's a little mini bottle in there. So from Elementalist, one of the brands I listed earlier, it's their Pinot Noir. So if you were about that life, what you would do is on day 6, you would have your glass of wine, you would open your cheese advent calendar, here it is, and then you would punch out your cheese, and you just have a little moment, you know, maybe under the Christmas tree, with a fire going in the background, you know, a good holiday playlist, and this would be like your little like wind down for the day. So I love that idea. The cost of this wine advent calendar, it was not cheap, and I went just for one of her, so I couldn't chicken out when I saw the price, even though my cart was filled with other items. Oh, I thought I lost it. Okay, so the price of the wine advent calendar was $69.99. So considering you get 24 148 ml bottles of wine, it's not that bad of a price It is steep. I gifted one of these at a Friendsgiving that I went to, gathering of 4 people. We were responsible. They're a part of my bubble. But this makes a great gift for this time of the year, especially, you know, today's Thanksgiving. So my cousin doesn't know this yet, but when I see him here shortly, small gathering still, we're gonna be editing this video together. But it makes a great gift to give and bring for what used to be larger gatherings. It makes a great gift for the home that may be hosting, you know, 10 and less people to have throughout the holiday season. So that's all I had for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I'm really excited about it. And stay tuned. Each facet will be different. I can't say what the next video will bring, but I'm glad you came by today. Have a good one and happy Thanksgiving.